So this is my Redstone Minecraft world. Probably getting some terrible lag as it loads. The computer hates recording and loading at the same time. But this is my CPU. As a basic overview, we've got register file here, ALU here, memory is going to go all the way over here, and then this is just some logic for branching and jumping. The main thing I'm going to focus on in this video is the instruction memory. So you can hold 16 lines of instructions, so this is 16 instructions wide. The CPU runs on a modified MIPS instruction set. It's a 16-bit CPU, so I was able to decrease the size of the instruction set from 32 bits down to 26 bits so that it fits in a shulker box. So you can encode the instructions like this, where blocks are zeros and the beds are ones. And you load it in backwards. So this is the add immediate instruction, and this will add the number 70 to the 0 register, resulting in a value of 70, and then load that into R3. And so you've got the opcode for add immediate is 00101, and then 0000 for the 0 register, and then 3 in binary for the 3 register, and then this 13-bit immediate. 13-bit immediate, which is set to 70 right now. So the idea with this is that the first thing you want to do is unload the last instruction, so you can just pull that lever to drain all the items that are in there already. You can see it's spitting them all out into the lava. So we'll just wait for that to unload. While that does that, I'm just going to run over here and sleep real quick because it is way too dark. So these are just some layouts showing how my instruction set is laid out. So this is an I or a J type instruction. For a J type instruction, the second register here can just be set to whatever. Nothing's going to happen to it. And then for an R type instruction, you've got 5-bit opcode, 2 registers, and then a destination register, a bit shift amount, which currently does nothing, but I might implement that in the future, and then a 5-digit ALU operation code. Everything in my CPU is color coordinated, so this should be finished unloading by now. You can see it isn't spitting any more items out, so we're going to go ahead and stop it from blinking because that's annoying by pushing. I'm going to undo that, and then just push this button, and that'll stop the blinking. And then what we can do is we can take our box that has our, and this is all persistent from all of this. You can see the memory is still loaded. If we write, then we can reset all of that to 0. And now I'm going to go up here and just show how you load a new instruction in. So you take your shulker box, put it on top of the hopper here, and the hopper's locked, so it's not going to pull anything right now. But if you go down here and push this button, it'll start loading the instruction into place. And the memwrite is turned off, so you won't see the values marching through these redstone lamps quite yet. But you will be able to see items flowing through these droppers as they filter down into their correct spots. So this goes until, you'll notice there was a sign at the beginning. This goes until that sign gets spat out at the end, and then it stops. And that sign getting burned was just, I had to do that to get the timing to work correctly. But now everything's in their correct spot. So you can see, for example, this is a 1, so it powers this comparator, and the comparator powers the redstone dust enough that it hits this repeater. And if we want to set memory, we can just turn the memwrite signal on, and it'll set the memory to our instruction. We can turn it off so that when we unload the items, it won't get overwritten. So you can see right now these are individually addressable instructions. So you've got over here on this side these inputs down here those 4 input lines, you can select any one of these 16 instructions. And I have another one so that you could theoretically have up to 32 instructions on the CPU. Just haven't added those yet. So right now it's set to, all of those input lines are off, so it's set to instruction 0. So you can see the output of instruction 0 is coming out here on these lamps. And I've color-coded the output so that you can kind of see what's going on. So you've got the opcode is black, 00101. The first register is purple, all zeros. Second register is yellow, 3. And then your immediate is all of these bits at the bottom, which is equal to the number 70. And that's all I'm going to explain in this video. The next video will be about probably the register file and the ALU, because that's how what happens to these values after they're retrieved from instruction memory. Yeah, so more on that in a future video.